a fragile alliance in a tense situation. In a small town framed by thick emerald woods, two lifelong rivals, Theo and Elena, found themselves in an unlikely circumstance. One fateful afternoon, the river that separated their properties began to swell, threatening to breach the boundaries of their land. Deciding to put aside their long-standing feud, they reluctantly joined forces to build a barrier before the floodwaters spilled into their homes. As they piled sandbags together, the tension was palpable. Elena broke the silence first, her eyes fixed on the raging waters. "You know, I never imagined working like this with you," she said, her voice tinged with irritation. "Neither did I," Theo replied, squinting against the wind, "but I'd rather fight the river than each other right now." They recounted their childhood rivalries, laughing as they remembered races and pranks. Despite the laughter, the trust between them remained fragile, each unsure if the other could truly rise above personal grudges when it mattered most. As the sun began to set, the skies darkened and the water surged higher. Realizing they were running out of time, they quickly devised a plan. "If we dig a trench along the border, we can divert the flow," Elena suggested urgently. Theo nodded, impressed. "You know, you're smarter than you look." Elena shot him a glare, but she could sense the flicker of camaraderie forming, just as the ancient trees swayed in the growing winds. Together, they worked tirelessly, pouring every ounce of strength into the task at hand. Within hours, the trench was done, and they could finally stand back and witness their united effort. The barrier held, and as the river churned less violently, both felt a wave of exhaustion mixed with triumph wash over them. "Maybe we could do this again sometimes," Theo said, still panting. "In less catastrophic circumstances, of course." Elena smiled, heartened by the sentiment. "Yeah, I could trust you for that." With the river finally receding, the dawn of a new friendship, marred by trust, began to bloom.